guys, welcome back to Bit by Bit. I'm Jess and this is Janet, and today we are doing a fall key items video. And basically what that involves is sort of us talking about some things that we own or have gotten recently that we're using a lot right now. So it's sort of reminiscent maybe of other videos you've seen that are sort of like favorites videos, you know. But we're just doing them quarterly, so the first one's just going to be for fall, and we're going to just walk you through some of our maybe more nerdy items of the season. So Jenna's going to go ahead and start us off with what she's got.
All right. And yeah, we're going to include some like merch and then also some video game stuff too. So my first item, I'm going to start off with my shirt. So I got this from, hold on, I should know where I got this from. I got this from T-Turtle. So they have like the cute little chibi shirts. And this one, I think is called Gamer Goddess, and I bought this on sale for $12. So that's the main reason I got it. It's one of their newer designs. And the thing I like about this one is that it's like the whole Gamer Goddess thing, and my handle on like Twitter and YouTube and on a bunch of stuff is Gameonesis. And the like thing behind that is like a play off Dionysus, which is the god of wine. So I made it like the god of video games and also like maybe a little bit of alcohol. So it's a little bit of a play on that. So that's why I'm like, okay, I have to have this shirt. And then the size on this, T-Turtle just launched like this new thing where they have regular women's fit, and then they also have like slim. I forgot the name of it exactly, but it's like a slimmer cut women's fit. Yeah, and so just for the record, like this fits a little bit tight on the shoulder. I think I might have broader shoulders for my body type because this is a medium on the slim fit. And I'm like 5 feet tall and 103 pounds for like reference. So if you're thinking about like maybe getting the slimmer fit because you're really tiny, you might want to rethink that. I think the next time I get one, I'm just going to get like a regular small because that should probably fit okay. Because I know like the regular T-Turtle small, if it's just like unisex, is kind of larger on me. So I have a hard time finding shirts that fit well. This is pretty close, but I'll probably be like hand drying it just so that it doesn't shrink. Yeah. Okay. So you want to jump over to what you got?
Yeah, I'll do a shirt too. So this is my Lion Cat t-shirt, which I got from Redbubble. And Lion Cat is a character from Saga, which is a comic by Brian K. Vaughan and Fiona Staples. I think it's published through Image Comics. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's great. It's one of the first comics I really started to get into. Right now, it just finished off its 5th volume, I think. Or maybe 6th. I think it was just the 5th one. So they're working on the 6th one. And it's just really great. It's like all about like there's little beeps on the phone.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's just all about like sort of an intergalactic war setting. It's super interesting. It's got some great commentary and weird characters, and I'm obsessed with Brian K. Vaughan and Fiona Staples, but probably a little more with Brian K. Vaughan, to be honest. And Lion Cat is just this cat that all it ever says is lying when you're lying. So it's like a lie detector, but a cat. And it looks like those little, what I think it's called like a Persian cat.
Yeah.
Like
with the ones without any fur.
Yeah. So, but it's like a giant blue-green version of that, which, I mean, who wouldn't want one of those? So, and then I don't know how well you can see on here, but like the body part is just made up of, you know, it says lying all over it. So it's pretty cute. And I guess I'll go ahead and mention a little bit about the sizing on this too, partly because I also have a hard time finding shirts that I like to fit on, but it's because I don't like skin tight shirts. I don't like shirts that like hug my figure at all, because then I feel like I'm suffocating. So I like shirts that are a little baggy, but it's really hard to get women's fit shirts that aren't baggy because for some reason all women's fit shirts have to be like skin tight, and it's obnoxious. So I got this one women's fit because they had the scoop neck, and for the same reason as I don't like to feel like I'm suffocating, I like scoop neck shirts. But then I sized it up really big into like an extra large because I thought, well, then it'll be scoop neck and baggy. But actually, it's just like kind of weirdly fitting in the armpits. So, but I still love it, and I wear it mostly with the jacket because sometimes the fit's like a little weird, like on the sides. So, and I think I mentioned this one is from Redbubble. But yeah. That's my biggest woe when it comes to t-shirts.
Yeah, and I like, or sometimes like with the sizing up, it just gets longer. It doesn't actually like expand the right parts. What I do for that actually a lot, because the small on TeePublic fits me decently well, so I just look at their sizing chart and then I try to find something that matches that. But
oh, that's smart.
Yeah, it's still really hard. Okay, so other things I have, I guess I'll do my next one. So this one, a little background, it's from this local artist in Chicago. His name, or his handle or whatever, is Feds Art, which we can put in the description or on the video. And he does a bunch of different stuff, but he does a lot of things where he'll like buy those munis, like those little like blank pops basically, and then he'll do like customs on that. And he'll do like a bunch of like monsters, or if you ask, he can make like a custom thing. So these are like, this is one of the custom ones that he happened to have a few left, so I'd have to ask him to make a new set for me. And it's just a little Babam, so cute, from Mario. So it's like a Babam, but it's evil, and I like this because like the wicks go in all different directions, so you like, kind of never know what you're gonna get in terms of like that. And then also it's pretty sweet because like the service was just so great. I picked it up at Pilsen Outpost, which is just like a little like arts shop in Pilsen, but. Yeah, it also came with like these stickers, which is pretty sweet. I've also bought stuff with him before, so I don't know if that helped with him like giving me some stickers, but it came with like some Stormtrooper stuff with like all these different weird like expressions and faces, which is pretty cool. And then his business card, which is just like front and back. So I like this item a lot. I bought it as a gift originally. I want to get like a whole set. It was I think $10, so it's like a little on the pricier side, but like the detail is really good. And this was like originally from like a whole set that had like an evil skeleton Mario with like all these little like evil Babams. So that's pretty cool. So I like that item a lot. Yeah. Okay.
So I brought with me actually something that Janet gave me, and it's a Finn Pop from Star Wars, and I love these because they bobble. I actually, no offense to Finn, but I actually wanted my Kylo Ren pop, but it's boxed up in my roommate's parents' house. Because she was storing some stuff for me. So Finn is my second choice, but I still love him. And we have started to have something of a collection in my apartment of pops, Star Wars pops specifically. I don't think we have any other pops. So right now we have Finn, Poe, BB-8, Kylo Ren, and then we also have Captain Phasma. I really want to get Rey at some point. That's the next one on my list, I think. But I'm sort of feeling this right now for the fall because I'm like eagerly awaiting Rogue One, and even though I know Rogue One's not like the same storyline as like Episode 7, I just have so many Star Wars feels. So this is how I get through the wait time. If you don't have pops, you should get pops. I think I was really skeptical about it at first because I'm not really into like collecting figurines and stuff so much. I like to have more of like I guess I like a really clean lines, like, that sort of thing when I'm decorating, and so I don't like having a lot of knickknacks. But I actually, when I got the pops, I didn't realize how much I would love them, and they just sort of brighten up your whole space, and they're cute and they're fun. So yeah, I don't know. I kind of want to get some like Sailor Moon pops. Me too, for sure. So yeah. So we're gonna watch some Sailor Moon later tonight. So that's on the membrane for me. But yeah.
Yeah, I also accidentally got into the pops, and I also am starting like an inadvertent Star Wars collection, because when I ordered that one, I had to like bundle it with something on Amazon to get it, because it was like an add-on item. So then like I also have, I think, a Finn Pop, and then I have like I have Poe, and I have like 2 other ones. So like that also started by accident. Now I'm just gonna go for it. Okay, so I think next up I'm gonna do is this like stress ball. Yeah, it's a stress ball that I got. I bought it at GameStop. It was like $4 or $5, and it's from ThinkGeek, which is just like one of the companies that GameStop partners with. And when you squeeze it, it's like a disease like stress ball. So when you squeeze it, like all these like gross little, what are these called? Pustules. Like little pustules come out. And I'm like, I saw it when I was at GameStop, and I'm like, that's so gross. I'm gonna get this. So I just picked it up. And yeah, so it's just kind of like ThinkGeek does a bunch of like little nerdy things, and I know like for why I just dropped that, but it's fine. I know for like GameStop too, if you like get enough points on your card, thanks. You're welcome. You can like buy stuff off ThinkGeek, which I've never used because I'm like, I don't really like the stuff they have on there, but I thought this one was kind of cool. Yeah. So
okay, I have maybe sort of an unusual one, but I think that poetry can be a little nerdy. So I have here Floating Brilliant Gone, which is poemed by Franny Cho. I'm actually not sure if I pronounced her last name correctly, but I think I do because I watched like a slam performance she did once, and I think that's how she pronounced it.
Yeah.
But I'm not positive. So no one quote me on that. It's spelled CHOI for anyone who's curious about it. So it's just a poetry collection. It's like really beautiful on the front. I got this for my birthday from my best friend Catherine, who was on one of our other videos, which we can link to if you want to know what Catherine's like. And there's, besides having really great poems in here, there's also a lot of really interesting, like, gross, morbid illustrations that I really enjoy and have not found in a lot of poetry collections. It's all sort of monochromatic. So I really enjoy this, and I really enjoy her work. I think she's awesome. And I want to get into some of her other collections. But this has been like one of my favorite things for the past couple months. Actually, I've read it like multiple times, and I just sort of go through it when I'm like in the mood for poetry. So if you want somewhere to start, this is a good one to start with.
And what's it called again?
It's Floating Brilliant Gone, poems by Franny Cho. So.
Yeah, I'm starting to get really into like seeing the crossover between like poetry and video games too. Like I know in I started playing Fallout 3, and I know in that they have like the birthday poem that you get, and I'm like really excited to finish the game so I can like analyze that and see if there's any relevance to like overarching stuff. Okay, so closing down on items, I guess I'll actually just toss in two together because these are really small. So I guess this is something Jessica can speak to. I went to Chinatown. I was looking for like things to buy, and then that reminds me of I guess I'll do these two together then. So my stuff from Chinatown. So something about specifically like for this video, I was looking for kind of like nerdy stuff or game stuff, and I found like they have these phone cases in Chinatown, Chicago, and I found this one of Pikachu. And it's Pikachu like dressed in like regular people clothes, and he's wearing this hat and a shirt that says, and it has a tote that says Anti-Social Social Club. I'm not sure if that's like anything. I tried Googling it, nothing came up. But I just love that because I love Pikachu. It's super cute. The case actually feels really good. It's like doesn't slide out of your hand very easily because it has kind of ridges, I guess. And then also I'm like really introverted and I hate people, so Anti-Social Social Club is most of my social circles. So I really like that for all those reasons. It's an awesome case. It was like $5. I see a lot of like really great stuff in Chinatown that can easily go for like double or triple the price. It just doesn't. And the only con of this is that there's no bumpers on it too. This just goes flat, which might make your phone break depending on if you drop it. And then I bought like a mystery gift there, which is like when they have it like wrapped up in like newspaper and you don't know what it is. It's like really cheap, like $2-3. And something I got out of that is this little keyring that I thought was super cute. And then I mentioned, I'm like, should I use this in the video? I don't know, it's not super related. And then just got really excited about it. So I'm actually gonna let Jess talk about this item a little bit.
So it's like from this like line of items, which is called Mononokuro-bu, I think. And I haven't taken Japanese since I was in high school, so I was kind of an anime nerd. I'm gonna throw that out there because it ties into my story here. So I was like super into anime, and like all the kids in Vegas, which is where I'm from, who are super into anime, would go to this one store. It was called Tokyo Discount, and it's kind of like that really cute store we saw in the mall that one time. Yeah, and just look for your reference. And you get like Pocky and stuff there, and all the really cute like Hello Kitty stuff and whatever. And they had a whole section with these adorable little pigs, and I love them. I had a diary. I was like 12. I had a diary that was from there. I had little pens, I had stickers and everything. And like for like a period of 2 years, that's all anyone would get me for like birthdays and stuff because I was obsessed with them. And I have not seen them since I was like 15 until this day. So I kind of freaked out because I was like, oh, it's like my childhood. And I don't know why they're like that.
They're really cute.
They're adorable. There's these cute little square-shaped pigs. Like, they're so freaking cute.
Yeah, my big thing I didn't like even know, I had no idea what this was. I'm like, these are cute, and then just like, oh my god. I guess my thing for that, I forgot, I don't know if I'm saying it right, but they're called like Muffatons or something. I don't know how to say it, but they're like these little creatures also. And I found that, and I got really into that when I was in LA, and I went to like, I forgot the name of the store, like, I think it might be like Tokyo LA or LA Japan or something like that, and they had this little Muffaton. So I got really into that. Some of those little characters for like, I feel like everyone just like has their one like character that they get really into. And people forget that like Hello Kitty is one of those. It's just like the more popular one.
Right.
But
There's lots of them. Yeah,
and they're super cute.
So cute.
Okay.
Next, all I have is games. So if you have any other items you want to talk about, are you good?
I'll do one more item, and then I'll tie one of my items to a game because it just works.
Okay.
So I guess my last like standalone item that I didn't realize was an item from the fall until like I just thought about it 2 seconds ago. But I bought in this Xbox One controller. I forgot the name of this type, but it's just like this gradient pink. If you look on Amazon or in GameStop or in Target, it's like one of the like 4 controllers that you can get that are like not just the black one. And for the longest time, I didn't have a second Xbox One controller, which is a big deal because I play like FIFA all the time. I always mention that on this channel. I'm always playing FIFA 16 and now 17. And my brother has an Xbox One, so we've just been like using like, you get that one controller of the system. So we've just been like, he'll bring his controller over, or I'll bring my controller over to whoever's console it is. And it was really annoying because like you have to like
sync it up.
You gotta sync it, and then also since we live in the same apartment, it's every now and then you have to turn it on, and then you turn on the other console, and then you have to unplug the other console so it doesn't turn on. So it was super annoying. And I also was just like, I couldn't get past the fact that I have 2 PS4 controllers, and I never use both of them at the same time because I have not started playing NBA 2K17 yet. Like I played it literally once. But only one Xbox One controller when that's like my favorite console like of this gen so far. Like PS4 will probably catch up at some point. So I'm like, you know what, I just need, shell out. And I've been wanting to get a custom one. And I originally wanted to just do the Xbox Design Studios, but they're
so bad.
Yeah, they're backed up, so I don't even know when it's gonna come out. And then the real one I really want to do is Controller Chaos, which is way more expensive than Design Studios for what I want. Like I'm decking out all the parts, but you can do literally everything with that, and those look really cool. But I didn't want to shell out like $150 for that. So this was good because this was like a regular like I don't know, 60 to 80. I can't remember how much I paid for this one.
How much a controller?
Yeah, it's like the regular amount that a controller costs, and I thought it was gonna like not look super good, but I feel like it actually looks a lot better in person than it does on the box, personally. And then something I really like about this controller is that it has like the smooth matte finish that feels really, really good. And on the back, there's kind of like a little bit of additional grip to it.
Nice.
So it definitely feels better than like the standard Xbox controller, which is kind of nice because now it has like the color and also has like a little bit of like feel, like I guess benefits would be like the phrase for it. But yeah, there's like a better like, yeah, I know it doesn't sound good, but there's just like additional stuff that like kind of makes it better besides the fact that it just looks good. Usually I buy stuff just because it looks nice, so it's kind of nice when it also functions better,
right?
In addition to having like a good aesthetic.
Well, I guess so. I've got 2 games to talk about. I'm going to talk about an older game first. This is Dying Light. It came out at least a year ago. I'm not positive on the actual release date. But it's like it's the zombie game with all the parkour in it. I'm sure you've heard of it. I don't really love this game. So you're probably wondering why I'm bringing it up. So I guess the storyline's not really good, and some of the mechanics are fun, but it's like lackluster a little bit. But this is what I play with my brother every week on Sundays, because he lives in Las Vegas still, which is where I'm from, and I'm here in Chicago. So, me and my brother grew up gaming together, so that's like one of the ways that we bond, I guess. And so when we're in 2 different places, it's a little harder. But you can do multiplayer on Dying Light. We both have it. And we're both like super obsessed with doing like One Life gaming. So that's just basically like once you're dead, it's over, And Dying Light is sort of interesting for that because you can have your partner pick you up if you're playing multiplayer. Like if you like get knocked on the first time and like normally you would just be dead, but if you're playing multiplayer, your partner can come and like hold down the A button and pick you up if they get there in time, and if not, you're dead. And so there's like a lot of like stress and like fun moments when you're like screaming and yelling and there's only 10 seconds left, and and like crazy shit happens, like when I was standing on the rooftop the other day and my brother's standing there and we're just like talking on the little speakerphone headphone things that you have for the Xbox, and I'm standing on the roof next to him and a car blows up and his body's like a rag doll and it just got like thrown off the building. And it's sort of weird when like something like that happens, but like the person that you're playing with isn't in the same room as you, because then you're just like yelling the microphone like, are you dead? What's going on? Are you dead? Like, as opposed to when you're in the same room, you can just be like, hey, what happened? So I think it's fun. And so that's why I brought this game up, because this fall is the first time I'm living in Chicago. It's sort of gotten in a groove, a schedule, my brother and I, for playing together. So I've been playing this a lot lately.
Is it it's like side scroll? Is it like?
Oh no, it's like it's like a AAA like RPG type thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
like you fight zombies.
Okay,
You know,
cool. It looks super familiar, and I can't remember if I've seen.
It's like
before.
it reminds me a lot of Far Cry. I don't know if you've played any Far Cry. Seen any
No,
Far Cry?
I don't know. Maybe I've watched it like in any like video I watched of like maybe Xbox One games you missed. I think that might have come up in that. Okay, so cool. So for my games, I have Captain Toad, Treasure Tracker, which is for the Wii U. I feel like now is a really good time to like give your Wii U that last bit of love before you switch on over to the Switch. Haha. Right, and like I've said it like plenty of times, probably not on this channel because I don't think it's come up, but like the Wii U is such an underrated system, and now if you have the money and can afford it, now is going to start to be a good time to get it because it's going to drop with the Switch coming out. But yeah, a lot of good games. So Treasure Tracker, I like beat this game in like probably 3 days. I just like marathoned it because I'm trying to like get better at finishing my games. So I'm like I'm just gonna pick this up. I've also just been really wanting to like play the Wii U more. It's my brother's girlfriend's console, but it's in like our apartment. So I'm like okay, I should probably like give this a go. So I guess like a benefit of this game, I was skeptical about it because it's kind of like a AAA Nintendo Fez because the whole premise is that you rotate the like platforms around and that you're trying to like look at where to go, and I'm like okay, so AAA Fez, and I didn't like Fez because the overworld map was really poorly done in my opinion. But I did like this game like a decent amount. It's not super hard, which I think is mainly because it's like gonna be child friendly because Nintendo, so it's not super challenging. Like the puzzles aren't crazy hard. But like there are like the classic Nintendo thing of having like collectibles to make it harder.
Okay.
So the thing I did with every level is like I made myself get all the diamonds, which was pretty easy. There's like 3, and some of them are kind of hard to find, but most of them it just takes like some extra effort. And then also they give like there's like bonus challenges you can do. And you don't know what the challenge is until after you beat the level once. So like when I would start up a level, like sometimes I would think to myself like, oh, I bet this one it's gonna be like don't kill any of the enemies. And like sometimes I'd be right, and I'd be like, oh yeah, even though I played alone, so no one was around to experience, my euphoria for those moments. But I was like, oh, I knew it'd be this. So I got a couple there's 3 episodes in this game, so there's like a good amount of value in terms of gameplay. Like there's 18 levels per episode, but the last episode has 28 levels instead, so it's 18, 28. So yeah, it's cool. You play as Toad, and then later you also get to play as Toadette. Semi-spoilers. But yeah, so it's like pretty good. It's like a little puzzler. And I kind of like some of the level design's also super creative. Like there's like a pinball level, and like it's a very beautiful looking game. It's super cute. So if you're into like cute puzzles, this is a good one to pick up. I just like very casually played this like marathon style. Like I listened to like a bunch of podcasts while I like rotate around and look for my little things. So yeah, it was pretty fun. And then my last game, of course, because we can't not mention Pokemon. I know, Jess, you're not playing it until Tuesday, but...
Yeah, my brother.
Yeah. Are you getting Sun or Moon?
Moon.
Okay. Why?
Because my brother was getting Sun.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense. All right. Yeah, so I'm also going with Moon, which I just totally picked based on the aesthetic of it, as usual. But I was really excited to see that like some of the exclusive Pokemon for Moon are actually ones that I wanted more than the ones exclusive for Sun, so that was good. That was a happy coincidence. I've put about maybe 9 or 10 hours into this so far. I got it on release day, which also, like, just to show you guys, which I'm sure a lot of you guys got, but I pre-ordered at GameStop, so the poster I didn't feel like bringing with me, but I got, like, the Team Instinct lanyard, so, like, still repping that Pokemon Go, I guess, but, so I'm like, okay, cool, it says Team Instinct on it. Or it says Instinct on it in GameStop. I'm not a big fan of the font they use. No. It's pretty cheap looking. So yeah, it's and I also don't like that it goes Instinct GameStop. I wish it was just like all GameStop on one side, all Instinct on the other. I guess it makes sense if you're GameStop, to like rep the brand, but as a consumer, I'm like, oh, kind of wish it just said it on one side. But yeah, this game's awesome. Unsurprisingly, which I'm sure like has been like the thing on the internet. This game's great. I've put about, like I said, like 10 hours into it. I'm barely at my first trial because I probably spent... Well, I also have a bad habit of keeping my DS open and the time runs. And I'm not really playing it, but it's still, like, the time is still running. I spent probably at least an hour shopping in this game and picking out my hair and then, like, or, like, trying all the different combinations. Or, like, continuously going back into the fitting room to, like, change my eye color or change, like, my lipstick and then... Or retake my passport photo. And then they have, like, a mini... some quick highlights on the game. They have like a mini kind of Pokemon Snap thing going on as a side quest. So I spent a while just taking photos of a Growlithe in the grass. So I spent a good amount of time doing that. You get to like play with your Pokemon and like feed them and like clean them from like when they get like poisoned. You can like take care of them after the battle and like take medicine and like clean off the poison.
That's so cute.
Oh, there's like I feel like I'm really looking forward to you playing this so we can just talk about it. But like a quick side thing and before we wrap up, I feel like in every Pokemon game now I like obviously love my starter and then I pick like a early on Pokemon to like adapt as my like favorite thing. So I'm not sure if I'm saying it right, but Ledba or like it's like the
Ladybug?
Yeah, that
okay.
thing. Yeah, Ladybug. I love that Pokemon. It's so cute when you like feed it. You can like feed it little beans and stuff, and it's so adorable. And it like loves me so much because I love it, and I'm super into it. I'm like such a sucker for the sim elements of this game, which is just great. So like yeah, it's just so like you know it'll get covered in water, and you can like blow dry the water off your Ledba, and like it's so cute. So yeah, so this has been a great time. Really looking forward to finishing this off. I've heard that there's like some twists that happen story-wise, so I'm looking forward to like checking out what that is. And yeah, so I mean, it's been a pretty good month for games. I guess I've been playing Nintendo heavy. And yeah, I'm just trying to like finish off as many games as possible for the year is up.
All right. Yep, so we'll be doing another one of these come winter time, and then, we'll do it quarterly for the whole year, and then we'll see if we want to do a monthly as we, maybe get a little more affluent in our personal lives. So like, I can't afford to buy things every month. I'm gonna, maybe afford to pay my rent every month, and then after that, it's maybe a pizza or two.
Yeah, it's a little less interesting to make a video. We can do a video on that too, though, if that's what you're into. But yeah, so be sure to check out these videos. We also have our unboxing videos for other items that we got that we may or may not be into. And then obviously every week we have our coffee break videos discussing a topic in gaming. So be sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and in the comments below let us know what key items you guys have for the fall. Thanks for watching.